You meet someone, typically somebody new, and you get a bit of a feeling. Some people call it a bit of a gut instinct. Just something don't feel quite right. You can't always put your finger on it, but you know that something ain't quite right there. Well, there's a reason behind it, and when I discovered this, it actually shocked me on what's behind it. Basically, there was a study that was done called Spain, not a country, not like the sun out today. No, Spain, S-P-A-N-E, Scale of Positive and Negative Experience. That's what the study was called. And before we get into that, let me ask you a question, because this was the shocking part to me. We are energy, we are frequency, if you like. That's what we put out. That's what our bodies are. That's what our minds are. What do you think is the most powerful frequency that we put out as humans? What do you think that is? Now, if you're like me and like pretty much everybody else, you will think that it's love, right? That was my immediate reaction. Love has to be the most powerful frequency that we put out. It has to be, right? It's not. No. The most powerful frequency that we put out as human beings, that we demonstrate to other people around us, is authenticity. Yeah, authenticity. You know, when I discovered that, I don't know what it's done for you, because everybody's immediate reaction is, oh, it has to be love. That's the most powerful of emotion. That has to be the most powerful energy and frequency. But knowing that it is in fact authenticity, what does that do for you? Because I tell you, it just rung a couple of bells for me in regards to understanding a little bit more about that gut feeling that you get. You know, when you meet somebody and you think, oh, maybe something isn't quite right there. It's all to do with this energy of authenticity. Some people are better at covering up their lack of authenticity, so it takes a little bit longer, maybe through things like bullying and abuse and gaslighting. They're very good at the manipulation side, so to catch them out initially is more difficult. But eventually you get that bit of a gut feeling. Eventually you get a feeling to think, oh, something isn't quite right here. It's to do with this energy, the most powerful one that we put out, authenticity. Because eventually, whoever it is, they can't cover it up, because it will come out, because it's the most powerful of frequency, the most powerful of energy. Eventually you will get that gut feeling, and it will all start to make sense. That gut feeling is about a lack of authenticity, which is really interesting, isn't it? Because the other bell, or light bulb if you like, that rung or lit up for me in regards to this study and how it was conducted and what it meant and how it brought out authenticity, was that initial reaction of thinking that it is love, the most powerful frequency that we put out is love. But everything is a route to authenticity, isn't it? Including love, including the emotions, including everything that we go through, including all our experiences, including all the people that we meet. All of that leads up to the same thing, authenticity. Love is a route into authenticity. You can have different types of love, can't you? But again, you quickly discover the genuine types and the not so genuine types. Certainly over time you discover that, right? And that's why some people as well, I know we've spoken about the more nefarious side, but there's a lot of people that you might meet where you think there's a connection, there's a real positive connection. You don't always know why, you've just met them, but there's a real positive connection that comes from nowhere. Maybe it's because your authenticity, your frequency, your energies of authenticity are connecting. And that's why. All leading into the same route. Love is a route into authenticity. Truth is a route, authenticity. It's fascinating stuff, but it's worthwhile noting on both sides why it is you feel the way you do when you meet certain people. Check out my best-selling box, all the bits, carlvernon.com. You have a great day.